you for joining today. My name is Coll Stanley, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about Challenger Baseball. And before I get into what it is and how it's run, I just want to give you guys a little fact. According to Census.gov, 19% of the people in the world have a disability. Obviously, these can vary, like what they're allowed to do and what they can't. But I just want to share with you guys like a little story. One of my really good buddies, his name's Jonah Rosenberg. We played baseball growing up, and this was when I was about 11 years old, and I slept over at his house, and we woke up on a Sunday, and I was just getting ready to go home, and his dad asked me if I wanted to come to Allison, which is his sister's baseball game, and I was, kind of didn't really make a whole lot of sense of it, because, she's confined to a wheelchair and hasn't been able to move since she was born, but, I wanted to go and just test it out. I was a little skeptical at first, so I went and I just saw like the joy and the excitement and the smile that she had on her face just for like those 2 innings that they played. And I thought, wow, that's really awesome. Like I really wanted to get involved. And so I went back, talked to my mom, and she helped me get more involved as life went on. So first I want to talk about just a little bit about Challenger, like what it is. So it's with kids that have disabilities, and they're anywhere from 5 to 22 years old, and the reason like it's such a big age gap is because it's dependent on when they finish like high school. So obviously some of them are going to be a little slower than others, but Challenger Baseball, it gives them the opportunity to play 2 innings for 6 Sundays, and this year's first inaugural weekend is going to be March 24th, and it's just about 2 hours, hour 30 out of your Sunday that you could take and go help them out. It is in Houston, so if you're from Houston, it'd be local, but if not, it's just a short drive here from Austin. That's definitely worth it. One thing I would say that Challenger does need to do better is they kind of branched out in other sports, but it's not as in-depth as baseball. So my high school was a part of it, and our basketball team, once every year they would come, and they'd come to like shoot around, and we'd play games with them and stuff like that. And they do it as well with the Rice University football team. They do football with that, but I think like one really good avenue that they could do would be to branch that out a little bit more and give every one of those kids an opportunity to play. Just like a couple of facts is they have 22,000 players nationwide, and it started in 1989. And my second point is going to be kind of the cool places, even though you're a volunteer, that it can take you. So when I volunteered, I was 15, and we ended up going to the Little League World Series, which is in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I think it's on like Channel 13. It's a pretty big event, and they actually televised the Challenger baseball game for them, and it was just so cool to be a part of that and have them be like the center of the attention, and just like the smallest thing, like playing baseball, is something that I probably take for granted every day that they just love to go out and do. So it's definitely like heartwarming and changes your aspect on stuff. So that goes into my third point, how it kind of changed my perspective is, you may think of it as just like you're playing baseball, but it's really more than that. Like half the time the kids are just running around the field crazy. They're not even really paying attention to what's going on, but they're just kind of happy to have someone to play with them, someone that's energetic. And it really gave me a better outlook on life, not to take advantage of the small things. And I was really skeptical about doing it at first, but just scared, not know what's going to happen. But once I went in there and actually did it, like I did it every year after that for all 6 weeks, and I love doing it every Sunday. So kind of how you guys can help is you only have to be in middle school to volunteer, so everyone here qualifies. You must arrive 15 minutes early to just get some training just to help if the kid runs off the field. That's obviously not a good thing. You probably want to bring him back, and just stuff like that, just how to deal with them and all that stuff. But today I pretty much just talked about Challenger, kind of a little bit about the Little League, how I think they should branch into other sports because it is such a great cause, and how it changed my perspective, and also how you guys can volunteer and go there and help out as well. So hopefully this piqued your interest, and it'd be something that you guys would like to do. Any questions?